What's going on, guys? It's GZ. Welcome to my channel. So this post here highlights one of the biggest issue that PvP has, which is regarding the resonance. And this person here is asking, are there still people increasing their resonance nowadays? Because it seems like all the players in battlegrounds are below 3k resonance, but their stats are already over 6k. Is it still worth investing in resonance? Well, for free to play or mid spender, the answer is straight away no. If you would spend more into your resonance and not on your secondary, then you are most likely going to get your butt kicked out there in PvP because you will have to face players that are going to be a lot stronger in resonance than you, and also their secondaries are going to be far stronger. So don't invest too much or just don't focus on resonance. Try to balance between both, or I would say try to get higher secondaries compared to resonance, because if you're a PvP player, then having a higher secondary and lower resonance is actually going to make your overall experience for battleground a lot better, or at least until you reaches legendary rank, because after that the bracket is no longer going to apply and you will get matched with the whales, and that's a GG for you. But yeah, if your task or objective is just to get into the legend league, then having higher secondaries and lower resonance is far better approach, other than just going for the resonance and lack of secondaries, or you could say really weak secondaries. And yes, a lot of players are now smurfing, or you could say they are playing smartly, because I don't want to call them smurfer, because uh, and that is because they are playing smartly and they are tired of play to win mechanic, which forces you all the time to spend more and more and makes you feel like you are not enough or you're not there yet, and therefore you have to spend more. So you always feel like that you are in this race where you have to just keep on spending to feel stronger. So they are just calling it quit on that race of spending and instead using the other method, which prevent them from spending more while attaining the same experience that they would actually get by spending thousands of dollars to play as a whale. And that is obviously smurfing, using 1 star, 2 star legendary gem with the highest secondaries. And also smurfing not only makes you better with the highest secondaries, but if you use 1 star, 2 star gems like Everlasting Torment, then Falter Grasp, Viper Bite, and couple others, those are far better for PvP compared to a set of 5 star legendary gem. And therefore these guys with the higher secondary and with the really strong combo of 1 and 2 star legendary gems are kicking butt out there. So it is not just smurfing, but it is a smart play in my opinion, and it saves you a lot of money for PvP purposes. And also we already know that PvE factor is quite easy in this game, apart from Reliquary Gauntlet 6, which only 1% or less than 1% of the community can do it. I think it is fair and understandable that players are tired of seeing that every now and then there is a new 5 star legendary gem is coming out, and there's no point spending so much replacing every time the newer gem with your old 5 star gem. Instead, you just use 1 star gem, 2 star gems, and use couple of 5 star gem, and you're good to go for PvP and you'll get to the legend league. So that is 100% understandable, and calling these players out, I think, isn't going to help the game, because the fault is not from player side but how the game or the mechanic for PvP has been designed, and how the matchmaking is actually broken. Also, a lot of these whales actually do this because they are tired of waiting in queue for 10 to 15 minutes just to find one match. A lot of my friends, those who are whales, actually have shared this same issue with me, saying, GZ, we have to wait for the longest time to find a match, and this is why we go with a less resonance. So that makes also sense. So you see, there are a lot of reasons why players are actually dropping their resonance, gaining more secondaries, and this way their experience is a lot better. Now, I do know that couple of players who have like 10,000 actual resonance, but when they play in Battleground, they are somewhere around 2 to 3k resonance. However, if you want to balance out both, then I would say 5k resonance or 5.5 or 6k is a really good spot in terms of resonance to stop, and then just work on your secondary. Don't try to go above that, because that is one, very expensive, and the more you spend and the more resonance you gain, then the bigger the whales you have to face. So not only then you have to spend on your resonance to gain, but also you have to constantly work on your secondaries alongside your resonance to get a better experience in Battleground. So definitely for mid spender or slightly higher spender, I think 5.5 or 6k resonance is a good spot with 6 or 7k secondaries. But if you are free to play, then I would highly suggest try out some 1-star and 2-star gems for PvP purposes and keep your secondary higher. This way your overall experience for PvP going to be a lot better, because how the system right now is working, the future moving forward to have a better experience is only this. I mean, you have to smurf to have a better experience. That is the reality, sadly, and there is nothing we can do about it until or unless developers make some changes, which we don't think is going to come. So you do let me know if you guys are using different legendary gems setup for PvP, or you're just going with your own actual legendary gems and resonance. I myself just use the same legendary gems setup for PvP that I use for PvE, but I am considering of using some 1-star and 2-star gems, which I do believe is going to give me an edge in PvP, and I will share my results with you guys. But yes, this is one of the biggest issue of PvP right now, and you guys let me know in the comment section how Blizzard can fix this, and I might forward your feedback in partner program. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.